Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a little while since I've put anything on our little podcast here. It's been quite a year. Today I'm going to title this podcast Trust That Little Voice. Learning to trust your intuition, protect your peace, and stay true to your mission. I'm so glad you're here today, and thank you for spending this time with me. This is a space for real talk and deep reminders and coming back home to what matters most. Today, we're diving into something so powerful, so personal, and so essential to our peace and purpose. It's our intuition, a little voice within, the one that whispers, sometimes gently, and sometimes very loudly, but always with love, and how learning to trust it can completely change the direction of our lives. The little voice within, we we all have it. That inner voice, that gut feeling. I've had an episode on something I think I did call it the gut feeling. The knowing it's not your imagination, it's not paranoia, it's not anxiety. It's your intuition. It's your connection to something much bigger than your mind. It's that part of you that sees what your eyes cannot see. I believe you can see so much with a closed eye without the distraction of the goings on around you. Feels what your heart knows before your brain can even compute it. It's your soul speaking to you. And the more you ignore it, the louder it gets. Sometimes it consumes you. Sometimes you become withdrawn. Sometimes you just don't understand. Because it's not going away. It's here to protect you, guide you, and keep you aligned with your highest good. Not everyone who calls themselves friend is really a friend. Let's talk about friendships, right? Because this is where so many of us really just get it twisted. Not everyone who calls themselves your friend is your friend. Some people have their own issues where they just are not able to help themselves. Some people have their own hidden agendas, their own objectives, their own insecurities, their own hurts. And sometimes, and even oftentimes, they don't even realize the harm and discourse they're causing. They are not mean. They may not mean to be, but the impact they have is real. Watching the people just fade away in high numbers. Watch how people behave when you say no. Watch how they act when you win. Watch how they respond when you change. People reveal themselves over time. And many times, those around you start fading away one by one, and you'll see that if it's you or if it's somebody else, and people are left wondering what happens. But the truth here is energy attracts energy. So you can be in a wonderful space with a lot of people, and you can see them just dropping off one by one by one. Here's 5, here's 8, here's 10, here's 11. But the ones who fade away We're never meant to stay in your frequency. And just remember that, because be careful of the frequency that you're putting out, because if you're putting one out of ego, money, business without having goodness attached, ego and ego and ego, you're going to attach that to your surrounding. Untruths, cancerous behavior, people who want to look important and to get the limelight, liars, greed. They migrate to the energy that they match. The ones who stay with you will grow the energy you're bringing. So be careful of what you want. I cannot say that enough. And even more careful of the energy you're bringing. My mission is to just love and trust one another, and everything else will follow. I've been known to say that for years. My mission is just love and trust one another, and the rest will follow. As well as, in the end, all there is science and love. This is not just a feel good quote, or as some have said, kumbaya. It's fact. It has been proven time and time over nature, in events, in history, in every powerful movement that has ever created real change. Love, trust, respect, compassion. These are the foundations of everything that truly works. And yet, most of the world is trying to push, push, push for more money, more business, more numbers, more success, more appreciation, more recognition, feeding the ego instead of the soul. This, my friends, is not the way. Love, trust, respect, compassion, and doing the right thing without really pushing so hard and pushing people around you. Everything will follow if you all have a common goal. Feeding the ego instead of the soul. Let's talk about that. This is the ego trap and the illusion of more. We've been conditioned to believe that we have to achieve more to be more, be the best, have the highest numbers. But be more of what? More stress? More loneliness? More personalities to manage? More burnout? More disconnection from ourselves? More. Always wanting more, more, more. I want to be the best. I want to have the highest numbers. I have the highest dollars. I want to win. Chasing after more will never fill the void that comes from abandoning your core mission and values. Some of these were never anybody's core mission and values. For myself, I don't know that I was even born with these. I think I was in survival mode for most of my life when I was growing up, just trying to make a way. But as I got older, into my 40s, once I really started just letting all of that go, didn't serve you, let it go, having forgiveness, keeping around you what matters, shedding what doesn't, like the skin off of a snake. You can have all the money in the world. You can have the largest group. You can have the most dollars and still feel empty. You can build the most successful business and still feel unsupported. You can have 1,000 followers and still feel invisible. Why? Because your soul is not trying to be seen. Your soul is trying to be aligned. Aligned with the ego, aligned with being recognized, aligned with having compliments from other people, aligned in the most materialistic and worldly ways. Sometimes removing yourself is the most loving thing you can do for yourself and others. Let me normalize this. Sometimes even removing yourself from family or friends, maybe real friends, maybe not, and projects that maybe you've poured money, time, sweat, taken time away from your career. Maybe it was your career, but things you've built, spent a lot of money investing in time and monetarily. But it's best for you in your own clarity and your peace to just remove yourself. This is not rebellion. And sometimes people may see that, but it's not. It's not being ungrateful. This is self respect. This is survival. This is spiritual maturity. If you've outgrown the environment and the people of your situation, your intuition will let you know. Your body will let you know. Your peace will let you know. And staying away is what you need to do. And staying anyway will cost you your energy, your joy, and your health. So today I just wanted to take a few minutes and just remind you to listen to that inner voice. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes you want to hang on to something so badly, whether it be a relationship or maybe it's a position at work and the people around you are just horrendous. Maybe they're mean, jealousy, whatever the situation may be. Do what you do to see if it gets better. You can meditate, try to bring your energy to be the higher of the power. But sometimes it's just not worth it to have your energy be around all of this unhealthy, gossipy, damaging, cancerous, and lying behaviors to feed others' egos. And just let it go. Because whatever place you're in right now, you've got there because of who you are and what you are. And it's easy for you to do it again. Wash, rinse, repeat. You are amazing. You are success. You are love. An intuitive healer doesn't just see the body, they feel its energy. Feeling energy beyond what's seen. They listen to what words can't say, sensing imbalance, emotion, and flow. Listening to what the soul whispers. Through touch, Reiki, and awareness, they help your body remember how to heal itself, guided by Reiki, guided by touch and intention. Because you are the true healer, and I simply hold the space, the conduit for your energy to flow. You are the healer, I am the conduit. At Energy Hypnotherapy, healing starts with energy and it ends in alignment. Healing starts with energy and ends in alignment. Because here we help you heal you with you, healing, understanding, and energy.